Hello, my name is Omar Sotelo, and this is my action research proposal from textbooks to nooks, revolutionizing reading in a world history classroom's library, a study on engagement and outcomes in a low-income high school setting. As the name might suggest, the aim of this proposal is to investigate the impact of a dedicated reading space in a high school world history classroom in a low-income area of the Coachella Valley, which is the area where I plan to teach. Um, Moving on to the problem. Um, the problem I'm addressing in my research is the lack of engagement and comprehension among high school students when interacting with complex historical text in world history classes. The issue is particularly pronounced in the low-income areas where access to diverse reading materials is limited. Traditional teaching approaches, which often rely heavily on textbooks, readings, and lectures, have not adequately addressed this challenge. So this is a problem that I see frequently when I sub or whenever I do my student teaching. A lot of kids were not very engaged in the reading. My research questions are, how does the implementation of a dedicated reading space, i.e. a class library, affect students' reading engagement in a high school world history classroom in a low-income area? What impact does this dedicated reading space have on students' reading outcomes in world history? All right, moving on to key literature. First of all, we have Kin here. A key understanding from my literature review comes from Kin's 2025 study on physical environment and student engagement. Kin found a strong positive correlation between students' comfort levels and their learning outcomes. And really, this was the first article that I read that tied engagement with like the physical environment, and really kind of made this proposal possible. Next up, we have Harmon. Harmon complements Kin's finding by demonstrating that well-designed classroom libraries with features like comfortable sitting, soft lighting, and defined reading spaces serve as a powerful tool to promote student reading engagement, which is great because this is really what I had in mind already, like a classroom library in the classroom. So this was really important for my literature review as well. Lastly, we have Hodges, which demonstrated how curated libraries improve access to quality content and support subject learning, which could be particularly relevant for creating a dedicated reading space in a high school world history classroom. So those three were basically the foundation for my proposal. And with those three, I had a positive idea as to where to go. Although there was research there, none of it was for elementary school. It was only for elementary school and middle school, and there was none for high school, leaving some space for me to do my. All right, for my methodology, I'll be using a mixed method approach over a 16-week period. This includes quantitative measures like pre and post intervention reading assessments and behavior observation checks, as well as qualitative methods such as student interviews and focus groups. The study will be 26 sophomore students in a world history class with diverse linguistic backgrounds. I'll be implementing a dedicated reading space and analyzing its impact on reading engagements and outcomes. So finally, my biggest takeaways from this process is the transformative power of action research in education. Before this, I saw research as something reserved for formal experiments, not applicable to my classroom. I understand action research as a practical, powerful tool for addressing teaching challenges systematically. This experience has changed me in multiple ways. Effectively, I'm more motivated and less anxious about making classroom changes. Behaviorally, I began to develop habits of regular reflection and data-driven decision making. Cognitively, my critical thinking skills have improved, especially in problem identification and data analysis. Overall, this journey has transformed my view on professional growth. I now see action research as an ongoing process that supports both my development as an educator and my student success. It's a versatile tool I'm excited to apply throughout my teaching career to continuously improve my practice and enhance student learning. So this was overall a pretty interesting experience on growth and how much you're able to grow throughout uh, through the help of research. And so that's basically it. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it.